The government of South Sudan has shut down social media platforms across the country. This shutdown will last for 3 months. It likely includes Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp. Concerns about freedom of expression and access to information have been raised. The government has not provided a clear reason for the shutdown. The international community is watching closely. This highlights the importance of protecting freedom of expression in the digital age. Social media has become an integral part of modern society, connecting people across geographical boundaries and facilitating communication in unprecedented ways. It provides a platform for sharing news, ideas, and personal experiences, fostering a sense of global community. For many, social media is a vital tool for staying informed about current events. News spreads rapidly through platforms like Twitter and Facebook. Beyond news, social media plays a crucial role in political discourse. It allows citizens to engage with political leaders, participate in debates, and organize movements. This access to information and platforms for expression is essential for a healthy democracy. Moreover, social media has become a powerful tool for businesses. It provides a cost-effective way to reach target audiences, build brand awareness, and connect with customers. The shutdown in South Sudan is likely to have economic implications, particularly for small businesses that rely heavily on social media for their operations. The social and economic implications of social media are undeniable. It has revolutionized the way we communicate, consume information, and interact with the world around us. The shutdown in South Sudan highlights the significant role social media plays in our lives and the potential consequences when access is restricted. The South Sudanese government's decision to shut down social media has sparked concern. The lack of clear justification has fueled uncertainty about the motives. One possibility is controlling the narrative around political events. Social media can be powerful for dissent and mobilization. Another reason could be curbing misinformation or hate speech. Shutting down social media raises concerns about censorship and suppression. It impacts freedom of expression and the democratic process. Section 4. The impact on communication and information access. The social media shutdown in South Sudan has immediate and far-reaching consequences for its citizens. The most direct impact is the disruption of communication channels. Millions of people rely on platforms like WhatsApp and Facebook to connect with family and friends, especially those living abroad. The shutdown severs these vital lifelines, causing anxiety and isolation. Beyond personal communication, the shutdown hinders access to information. In a country where traditional media outlets may be limited or subject to government control, social media platforms often serve as vital sources of news and information. Citizens rely on these platforms to stay informed about current events, political developments, and social issues. The shutdown creates an information vacuum, leaving people in the dark and vulnerable to misinformation from unofficial sources. This lack of access to information can have detrimental effects on various aspects of life in South Sudan. It can hinder businesses, limit educational opportunities, and make it harder for citizens to hold their leaders accountable. The shutdown underscores the importance of a free and open internet for the social, economic, and political well-being of a nation. Section 5. International reactions and concerns. The international community has expressed concern and condemnation over South Sudan's social media shutdown. Organizations like the United Nations and Human Rights Watch have criticized the move as a violation of freedom of expression and a form of censorship. These organizations emphasize the importance of internet freedom as a fundamental human right in the digital age. Several countries have also voiced their disapproval, urging the South Sudanese government to reconsider its actions and restore access to social media platforms. These calls for respecting digital rights and ensuring the free flow of information reflect a growing global consensus on the importance of an open and accessible internet. The international community's reaction highlights the global significance of internet freedom. What happens in one country can have ripple effects across the world, setting precedents and influencing the actions of other governments. The response to South Sudan's shutdown demonstrates a commitment to upholding digital rights and holding governments accountable for actions that restrict online freedoms. Section 6. Internet freedom and censorship, a global issue. The social media shutdown in South Sudan is not an isolated incident. It reflects a broader global trend of governments increasingly resorting to internet censorship and restrictions on digital rights. From China's Great Firewall to internet shutdowns during protests in India, governments worldwide are grappling with the challenges posed by the open and interconnected nature of the internet. The motivations behind these actions vary. Some governments cite national security concerns, aiming to prevent the spread of terrorism or hate speech. Others seek to maintain political control, suppressing dissent and limiting access to information that could challenge their authority. However, regardless of the justification, these restrictions have profound implications for freedom of expression, access to information, and the democratic process. The debate over internet freedom and censorship is complex and multifaceted. It involves balancing competing interests such as security, free speech, and the prevention of harm. Finding the right balance is crucial to ensure that the internet remains a force for good, fostering innovation, communication, and progress while mitigating its potential risks. Section 7. The future of internet access in South Sudan. The future of internet access in South Sudan remains uncertain. The 3-month shutdown is a temporary measure, but it raises concerns about the government's commitment to digital rights and freedom of expression in the long term. The international community's response, however, offers a glimmer of hope. The pressure from international organizations, governments, and advocacy groups could push the South Sudanese government towards greater transparency and accountability. It could also lead to a broader discussion within the country about the importance of internet freedom and the need to find less restrictive ways to address concerns about online content. The outcome of this situation will have implications beyond South Sudan's borders. It will serve as a test case for the effectiveness of international pressure in upholding digital rights and holding governments accountable for internet censorship. The world will be watching to see whether South Sudan will embrace a future of greater internet freedom or continue down a path of censorship and control.